Hey everybody, so I'm just doing a little bit of work and stuff's coming through to me as it comes through, and I share with you as as I do. Um, it's funny, just saying that, and it's as I said that and thinking about where I'm going with that, it can break other thoughts. So it's just anyway, just one way or other. Back to what I originally wanted to talk about was I've had I've had to be like that kind of like, yo man, we gotta take care of the kids first. Like I've had to go out and to leave the comments everywhere I led the comments, and I've had to be very strict and like we gotta stop. Like we need to talk. We need to stop talking about this stupid shit. We gotta talk about the kids, and I've had to do it in this particular way because since I've laid those are all like seeds. Like just leaving those comments, all the places that I've left them are all seeds that I'm hoping gets you guys thinking about shit. Like at least you may not agree with it, but at least like you see that there's this dude leaving these type of comments, and then if you check out my channel, you see me doing the type of things that I'm doing. So these things happen over time. Like remember, it's the devil that's all about that instant gratification. That's partly my fault, is I still have some of that instant gratification desire within myself. However, one day here is ain't shit up there. So things happen over time, and then we set seeds and things grow. The hemp plant takes 4 months to mature. Like real good things, they take time to get done. So me doing all those comments, those are all seeds. Me continuing to do all this work is nourishing the seed. And then as I continue to grow with the work and who I am, you guys are going to see the fruition come. And then it's going to get to a point, I'm hoping this is where things are going to go. It's going to get to a point where you're going to see that through my good dedication to the thing that needs most that needs the most help comes the goodness that comes from that good work, which is going to manifest in like who we really are, like the powers, the abilities that human beings really have when they truly act in accordance with where they truly came from, which is from a higher dimensional reality. The problem is we're not acting in accordance with what it means to live in a higher vibrational reality. That's why we don't have higher vibrational powers. But we remember them. So it's like there's this disconnect because people remember having these things, but they don't have the ability to do these things. Yet they remember these things, then they're like, why? And it's like there really isn't anybody else out here saying that it requires the good work. There's a lot of people talking about manifestation. There's a lot of tarot card readers. There's a lot of people talking about extraterrestrials. A lot of people talking about like remembering things and channeling messages and all this types of stuff. But there's really nobody else that I'm aware of that's talking about the good work that we need to do to unlock, to prove to ourselves and to those above and to the ethers that we've reached a level of allowance. I mean, it's also about building up those muscles. Like you can't just jump into that power. Like it takes with anything, like you can't just go and lift 400 pounds, dude. No, it takes years of work and dedication and sacrifice and effort and eating food and sleeping and taking care of your body, the whole 9 yards, to get to that point to where you can bench press 400 pounds. And that's if some humans, I mean, everybody's got different genes. Some people are going to be able to do that a little bit easier than others. But, you could apply that to writing a book, too. It takes years of dedication and learning how to write and putting it together to finally get to the point to where you've got a book. Same thing is true with these supernatural powers. They don't just come out of nowhere like magic. No, we have to earn those powers through our good work. And I'm not just talking about like moving little leaves and pencils here and there. I'm talking like stuff we've seen in movies type shit. I think we're capable of that. Especially if we get the right technology, which I think is there's a way to interface it with the human body to help amplify the human body. But again, all these things, power is huge, and how we use our power says everything about us. And one of humanity's biggest issues is using power in a bad way. This is also why we need to make sure we have some type of a guideline or oversight type thing that we can all fall under, myself, everybody, so that if any one of us starts tripping, the others will have the right and the knowledge and the agreement amongst us all to go in there and intervene and help deal with that person that's having an issue, that's tripping. But anyway, so going back to like the feeling part, like, so now you guys are going to, so I've already done the good work. Like even when I was suicidal and all these types of things, I still knew in my head that even while I'm living and breathing in here, the good thing for me to do, even if I have breath, even if I'm not feeling great about myself, I can still use my voice as a way to speak for others that are in more need than me, even in my suicidal bed. Because that's something I developed inside my mind. I'm really fine. I got all the food, shit I really need to survive. But people don't even have what they need to survive. So, but I allowed myself to get there, and I acknowledged it. And I wasn't complaining, but it still hurt. And I was very forthcoming and open about it, being honest about it hurting, because it does hurt. And I don't want anybody to think that they can't express pain when they feel fucking pain. It's okay. Just don't do it in a way that makes it look like you didn't create your own bed, because we all do. That's just not the truth. And I'm not going to allow anybody to delude themselves in thinking it was somebody else's fault, because that's just not the way shit works. And if you don't agree with that, then that's okay. We don't have to, I don't have to agree with everybody. That's fine. So again, you guys are going to see, and now as I continue to work on the kids and give devotion to the kids and allow them to be the emphasis, but what it takes for us to get there this is why it's beautiful, because in order for us to really do that in the way that it needs to get done in helping the kids, it takes us having to work together in humanity in a harmonious, good, high vibrational way, which we're going to document, and it's going to be an example, a prototype for the rest of the world, a model for the rest of the world to see. And then, as things progress with America and the government, if it gets to a place to where we feel like we need to swap out potentially people in government that have shown and continue to prove to us that they do not have the people's best interests, and if the people agree that they would rather have this type of way of doing things as opposed to this type of way of doing things, we would be in the perfect, pristine position to transfer that power with the majority of the populations backing us and that transfer of power. And even if we don't, we're still going to have this opportunity, this alternative community that's completely self-sufficient on its own. So even if that system goes down, we're still going to be okay, and we'll still be able to help others out the best way that we can. And we're still going to be a model of what a good government would look like, because that's essentially what we are creating. So all right, I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.